So, hello everyone, hello traders. Thanks for joining me here for a new live trading session. My name is Olimpiu Tuns, and today we'll talk about maybe our open positions in the VIP account, real account, also about maybe trade setups, trading opportunities. We'll make analyses, and also guys, I'm waiting for your questions. If you want me to take a look on a specific market, please, I'm waiting for your messages into the YouTube chat. Hi Tim, hi James, how are you guys? Hendrik, Ahmed, how are you guys? And please take a short moment to read the risk disclaimer before we'll start this live webinar, this live session. It is very important for you to understand the risks when trading on the financial markets, when trading on Forex. Sarah, how are you, man? So please read the risk disclaimer, and we'll start soon with the DXY, with the US dollar index, because I want to talk about the DXY before the US will release its pending home sales data today. So Ahmed, shall I put the same gold signal again? No, right now no. We are okay with what we have, with what we have with our open positions in the VIP. So I will show you right now. So we have two open trades right now in GBP versus the US, the British pound versus the Japanese yen, and US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Both are running in profit right now in our real account. So if you are not a VIP member, so these are our trades live right now into the VIP real account. So if you are not a VIP member, you can become one by accessing the link posted right below this video for only £35 a month to get all our signals. Unfortunately, yeah, we had a bad trade today in gold, but yeah, these things happen in trading. Unfortunately, the price of gold has decreased a little, only because the US dollar has increased, but we are fine with this trade here, even if we registered a small loss. For us, we took only a 1%, maximum 1% risk on this trade, so we are okay with that, because every time we will send you a signal, or every time we will open a trade, we will know right from the beginning that we could lose a few pips or a small amount from our account. So that's why we are risking only maximum 1% from our account on one trade. So we are okay with gold for today. And right now, right now our long positions, our open trades in the US dollar versus the Japanese yen, and also on the pound versus the Japanese yen, are maybe more than 1% growth right now. And if these trades will approach and reach our targets, and these are high probability trades, these trades could approach our targets. So if these trades will reach our targets and close in profit, then we will maybe register, or we will be maybe around 8% growth in our VIP real account this month. So we are okay. So let's take a look, and let's start with the DXY. Okay, so I will show you also here my FX book. So learn to trade VIP signals, 5.35 profit growth here, and right now we are also 1%. We have 1% growth in our open trades, and if our open trades will reach our targets, then our VIP group, our VIP real account will maybe grow up to 8%. Okay, so let's start with the DXY, and as you can see here in the economic calendar, the US is to release its pending home sales in 10 minutes. The economic calendar is the economic indicator is expected to increase by 0.6 versus 1.9 growth registered in the previous reading period. So if the US data, if the pending home sales data will come in better than expected, to increase maybe at least by 0.6, maybe 0.7, 0.8, then the US dollar could jump higher. So you can see here that the DXY, the US dollar index, has rebounded, has rallied after this temporary drop registered today. So here we have something like a falling wedge pattern in the short term, but we still have to wait for confirmation, only because here we have a down channel, a down channel. So right now we are still below this downtrend line, so the bias is still bearish. We still have to wait maybe for a valid breakout for a new higher high here before maybe considering going long on the US dollar. So right now we need confirmation. We have the price of the DXY has printed this falling wedge pattern, which could be used as a, or this could be a reversal pattern here, but we still need also a new higher high here, the price to jump and stabilize above 90.17, maybe above this higher high 90.28, above the downtrend line, to really confirm a potential growth here and to really confirm a potential reversal on the US dollar, so the US dollar to increase versus its rival. So right now we have to wait, and personally I believe that maybe some better than expected data reported here by the pending home sales could boost and could lift the DXY in the short term, but let's not hurry here, because we are still below these immediate highs, below this downtrend line, so the bias is still bearish and the DXY could drop anytime. Okay, if the US data maybe will disappoint, if we'll have maybe an increase less than 0.6%, maybe the traders will be disappointed and the DXY could drop again here, and a potential drop again here will signal that the US dollar will depreciate again versus its rivals. Okay. Okay, so let's move forward. Euro versus the US dollar, guys. So let's take a look here before the US data will be released. So yeah, we had a strong sell-off here after the price failed here to stabilize right above the weekly R1, above 1.2242. Right now the price is pressuring the weekly pivot point. So right now we are in a support area here, support zone. The price is still located above the uptrend line, above the immediate uptrend line. So let's wait and see what will really happen here after the US data release, after the pending home sales release in less than 7 minutes, in 7 minutes. So still the bias is still bullish here, even if the maybe the price of the euro versus the US dollar has printed here maybe something like a rising wedge pattern, a reversal pattern, but this pattern is still far from being confirmed. Okay, so as long as the price is traded right below, right above this uptrend line, the bias is still bullish, and maybe something like a false breakdown here, a potential bullish pattern here around this support area could bring us a new long entry and a new potential upside movement. Okay, Sarah, John, silver long was closed at break even, I guess. Yeah, our trade, our long on silver was closed at break even only because we noticed that the price of silver could drop, and yeah, we decided to move our stop loss at break even. Sarah, DXY has a nice shooting star directly from Dow trend line. I think gold will cross 1925 next week. Let's wait and see, guys. Yeah. Okay, euro versus US dollar. Wilbert TI, I have a pending buy at 1900 gold. It is good. Let's take a look also on gold, guys. And personally I believe that maybe we'll have, if the price of gold maybe will retest here these immediate support levels, maybe we'll have a new buying opportunity from these lows. We'll have to wait. And personally, let's take a look on 1 hour. And right now, so you said that you have something at 1900. Should be careful here, because right now, and as you can see here, the price of gold is located right below this immediate downtrend line, minor downtrend line. So maybe we'll have to wait, maybe to catch something from this support area, or maybe if the price will jump and stabilize above this resistance, maybe to make a new higher high, maybe before going long again on gold. So right now we don't want to open a new trade on gold. Okay. Okay, there is an open long in the swing trading group on the silver. Yeah, but here we are not talking about our swing group, trading group, via group, so Telegram group. So we are here for free members as well. So we are public here with this live session. So we will not talk about our too much about our trades in the VIP Telegram group, in our real account, and also in the swing group or in the crypto group. So yeah, right now we are okay. We have 2 open trades in the VIP Telegram group, both in profit. So if these will approach and reach our targets, we will jump maybe to 8% growth this month. So even if we had that bad trade in gold today, so please guys, if you want me to take a look, okay, euro versus the GBP, we have a sell-off here right now. If you notice, if you had noticed that the GBP, the British pound, is strongly bullish today, it has registered an aggressive rally. So right now here, the euro versus the British pound, the price has dropped from the R2 weekly resistance, now is traded back below the weekly pivot point. And personally I believe that if the price will stabilize below the weekly pivot point, maybe below the sliding line, maybe this pair will drop. But right now we don't have anything here. I really don't like it to sell it right now, because this breakdown could be still invalidated here. So personally I want this breakdown to be valid, to be validated before maybe looking for a short opportunity here. Okay, so we had a short position here, but I've decided to close it on Friday, I believe, at break even, because as you can see the price has decreased, but it has increased again. So that's why I've decided to close it at break even, right? Let's take a look also on the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Okay, so right now the US dollar versus the Japanese yen really is, we have a strong growth here. I've told you in my previous sessions, in my live analysis, in my video analysis, that the bias is still bullish as long as the price stays above the uptrend line. Test retest, only false breakdowns. Here we had a nice aggressive breakout above the weekly pivot point and above the upper medium line of the descending pitchfork. Right now we are above R1. So one moment, the price has jumped above 109.33 from our high here, and if the price will consolidate, maybe close, maybe test retest the R1, consolidate, then we may have a further growth here. And personally I believe that something like a consolidation here above this former high, above the R1, maybe could bring us a valid breakout also from this narrow range, and an upside breakout from this narrow range could signal that the pair will continue to increase. Okay, so let's take a look again on the DXY. Also, let's refresh here our economic calendar and let's see. Pending home sales. Khadija Ahmed, what's the US data? So yeah, unfortunately, pending home sales, worse data than expected, and maybe now the DXY will drop after these bad and worse data. Okay, so as I've told you, the DXY is still bearish here, and some poor US data could force the DXY to drop, and maybe the US dollar will slip lower, will decline a little. Okay, versus its rivals. We'll take a look again on the euro, US dollar, and I've told you here that the euro versus US dollar could jump higher again, could increase from this support area if the US data will disappoint. So let's wait and see. Yeah, Milad, Hamid, New Zealand dollar and GBP USD, are they for sale? I will take a look on that, on them as well. Thank you. Okay. Let's take a look again on the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Yeah, we are still above the R1, above 109.33. Let's wait and see what will really happen here after the US data released here. But still, we have mixed data here today. Okay, the prelim GDP, the gross domestic product, increased by 6.4, below 6.5 expected. The unemployment claims, better than expected data, so a further drop here, an important drop here, registered by the unemployment claims by this economic indicator in the previous week. Also, sorry guys, the core durable goods order percent increase, beating 0.8% expected. So we have today mixed data. Let's wait and see what will really happen on the DXY within, I don't know, within the hour. And yeah, technically, and as I've told you, the DXY is still bearish here. As long as it stays right below the weekly pivot point, below the downtrend line, also below these immediate highs. So right now we have to wait and see what will really happen, because the price of the DXY could test and retest maybe this broken downtrend line, also these support levels, and we'll have to wait to see. So okay, let's move on. Let's take a look again on gold, guys. Gold is going up, yeah, only because the pending home sales have reported worse than expected data, but I've told you that the price of gold is trapped right now below this immediate downtrend line, so we still have to wait to see what will really happen. One moment, guys. Okay, so right now we have to wait. I've told you that personally I want to wait on gold only because the price is still trapped, is located right below this immediate downtrend line. Personally, I want to see here maybe something like a bullish pattern in this support area, maybe on 1890.51, or maybe on this inside sliding parallel line, or maybe I will want to wait maybe for a valid breakout here above this psychological level before considering going long. So right now, no, I will not consider going long on gold, even if the DXY will drop and even if the price of gold will increase. Right now we had a bad trade on gold, so right now we have to stay away from it. So one moment, and let's go back to our 4-hour chart, and let's take a look here on the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar right now here. So the price has decreased, guys, only because the DXY has dropped in the short term, has decreased. You can see that it has found strong resistance at the R1, 1.2131. So right now the price of the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar could pressure again 1.2054. Also maybe these could maybe approach and reach these former lows here. Let's wait and see. And personally, I would have maybe expected the potential growth only if the DXY would have rallied after maybe the US pending home sales, and personally something like this, maybe a new higher high, would have signaled an important growth here in the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. But right now, as long as we are below this R1, below this weekly resistance, below these immediate highs, below 23.6, right now we cannot talk about a potential reversal, bullish reversal here in the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. Sorry. So yeah, we have to wait to see how the price will react again in this support area, and if the price maybe will register a new lower low to drop below all these former lows, then this pair could continue to drop. But still, even if the bias is still bearish, this pair right now is somehow oversold in the short term, and that's why the price moves sideways. It has maybe the buyers have expected something like a bullish signal maybe before considering going long again, but I told you, as long as the price is traded right below these immediate highs, the bearish is still the bias is still bearish, the outlook is bearish. So we'll have to wait maybe for a sideways movement here, and maybe if the price will make a new higher high here, then maybe we could consider going long on the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. And once I'll get maybe a confirmation here, if I believe that we'll have a potential reversal, strong reversal, bullish reversal here, I will come back with a buying signal, a buying opportunity into the VIP Telegram group. So for those who are not VIP members, you can become a VIP member to get all our signals, okay, to be able to have access to all our live sessions, to our daily watch lists, or to our trading tutorials, market analyses. So you can join the VIP Telegram group for only £35 a month. Okay, so right now we don't have a buying opportunity in the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. We have to wait. Okay, euro versus the British pound already reviewed. Yeah, but I will take a look again on this one for you. Okay, so US 30 also drop. No, let's take a look on the US 30. I believe that the US 30 increases right now. Yeah, we have a strong rally here only because the DXY drops. So you could use also this. Maybe it's not a perfect, maybe these are not perfect correlations here. Maybe when the US dollar drops, the US equities may increase, but it is not a perfect correlation, but you can use it in trading to understand a little how the markets move. Okay, so right now the US 30 rallies, it has increased, it has jumped above our immediate highs, and it could continue to increase. Let's take a look also on the US 100. Let's take a look. Yeah, unfortunately, personally, I would have liked to see something like a new higher high here before this drop below the medium line, but still a potential maybe something like this, valid breakout, test retest could really signal a further growth here in the US 100. On the Nasdaq, the Nasdaq is still bullish, guys, after jumping and registering the valid breakout above this immediate downtrend line here. So breakout, retest, a new higher high here. So this, it was our confirmation here that the US 100, that the Nasdaq will maybe continue to move higher, it will continue to increase. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look also. Right now we don't have something here because unfortunately the price is still located right below this medium line. So this medium line acts as a dynamic resistance, and personally I don't want to buy it here as long as the price is not, maybe as long as the price is still around R1, maybe after jumping here, maybe after registering a new higher high, stabilizing above the R1, maybe we could have something here, and I will come back and I will send you the signal into the VIP Telegram group, guys. So let's take a look also on the US 500. Yeah, we'll talk about also Sarah, about the British pound versus the US dollar. Anthony, New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. Rinto Anthony, yeah, thank you guys. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing correctly your names, but yeah, we'll take a look. I will take a look again on your messages and I will try to answer to your messages, guys. Thank you. We have a lot of markets to review here today. Also, US 500, the S&P, the price has rallied, but it's still located right below the R1, right below this resistance, weekly resistance, and let's wait for maybe a valid breakout, consolidation above the R1 before maybe considering going long here. And personally, I believe that only a potential drop below these lows could invalidate a bullish scenarios. So right now we are bullish here, but unfortunately we are still below this immediate high, below this resistance, so we don't have a good trade here. UK 100, guys. We'll talk also about the cryptocurrencies, about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Ripple. So let's take a look here on the UK 100, guys. If you remember from my previous sessions, I've told you that we may have something if the price of the FTSE 100 will make a valid breakout, an upside breakout from this pattern, from this triangle here. So we'll really have to wait here for maybe a new buying opportunity, for a new long entry here. The price continues to pressure this downtrend line, the triangle's resistance. So right now we don't have, but maybe an upside breakout is imminent as long as the price continues to stay around this immediate downtrend line resistance. And maybe if the price will maybe jump above 70.53, above 7,053, maybe something like this, or maybe a retest, a new higher high, then it could confirm a further growth, but we still have to wait for confirmation here as well. And please guys, if you like our analysis here, this webinar especially, you can like it here live. This will be highly appreciated. This will be also help us into the YouTube algorithm. Okay, so DAX 30, let's take a look on DAX 30. One moment. Okay, so DAX 30 guys, I will delete this one from here. So we had a sell-off here in the short term on DAX 30 on the German stock index after the price has closed at this gap up, right? But right now, and still the bias is still bullish despite this temporary drop. The price failed here to approach to reach and retest maybe this pivot point, weekly pivot point, so the bias is still bullish. And I want to draw that descending pitchfork again here, and as you can see, the price has failed to stay here within this descending pitchfork body. It has tested, retested, it has pressured the upper medium line, and now it's back above these former highs, above this resistance area. And also you can draw something like minor downtrend line here, and personally I believe that if the price will maybe stabilize above today's high, above 15,489.8, above this level, then maybe it will continue to increase. Okay, so even if the price maybe will come back to retest it, if it will make a new higher high consolidation here, then the price of the DAX 30 could increase further. Okay, yeah, we talked about the UK 100, also euro. One moment, euro versus the Canadian dollar. So, whoa, what a sell-off here, strong sell-off on the euro versus the Canadian dollar. And if you remember from my previous sessions, I've told you that the euro versus the Canadian dollar is still bearish, the bias is still bearish, and that this pair could continue to drop because we are still located far below this downtrend line. So this could still be only a temporary rebound here. You can see that the price, it has only retested maybe this resistance area, former support, and right now it has escaped from this ascending pitchfork body. Right now it's pressuring the weekly pivot point. One moment, 1.4718. So if the price will maybe drop and stabilize right below this weekly pivot point, then it could continue to drop here. I've told you that we have to be careful around this resistance area, and I've told you that if the price will maybe fail to make a valid breakout above the weekly resistance R1 1.4793, then the price could drop again. So let's wait and see. And if the price will stabilize maybe below this pivot point, or maybe to make a new lower low to close below today's low, below 1.4706, then maybe the pair will continue to drop here. So the bias is bearish. Yeah, and let's continue and let's talk about the Australian dollar versus the US dollar, about the, I will delete this from here, also about the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. So right now let's take a look here on the 4-hour chart, Aussie versus the US dollar. So the price has continued to move sideways, signaling a bearish pressure here, right? The price has failed to stabilize, to stay right above this dynamic resistance, support. Right now is a dynamic resistance, as the price has decreased, has dropped right below this lower medium line. So the dynamic support has turned into a dynamic resistance right now here on the Aussie versus the US dollar. So maybe personally I believe that several maybe tests, retests, rejections, and the potential new lower low, drop below this immediate low, maybe a valid breakdown here below this critical support 0.7705 could signal a potential downside movement here in the Australian dollar versus the US dollar. But this reversal, potential bearish reversal, downside reversal, will take shape only if the DXY will jump higher. So right now I've told you that the DXY is still bearish, and I've told you that the US dollar index could continue to drop. Okay, so right now we don't have a selling opportunity here, and maybe if the price will come back and stabilize above our lower medium line, then it could continue to increase. If the DXY will maybe register a strong sell-off now in the short term. Okay, so sorry guys, and here maybe we could identify something like a triangle. So we may have a pattern here in the short term. Okay, and personally I believe that will be good for us to wait for an upside breakout from this pattern or for a downside breakout from this pattern, valid breakout. Okay, because the price moves sideways, so I don't like this range here, but we'll definitely have a great opportunity if the price will make a valid breakdown here below this, or a valid breakdown from this pattern. Also a valid breakdown below 0.7705 will bring us a short opportunity, a selling position, a selling signal. And personally I believe that maybe if the price will continue to move sideways and an upside breakout maybe from this pattern, I've told you if the price will come back above the lower medium line, then maybe the Aussie versus the US dollar will continue to increase. So personally I will wait for a new opportunity here, even if we'll have a short one or a long one opportunity. New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar, guys. Let's take a look. One moment. New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. So the New Zealand dollar is strongly bullish in the short term, only because after the Reserve Bank of New Zealand have signaled and maybe a potential interest rate increase hike maybe next year. So the New Zealand dollar is strongly bullish right now, and it could maybe continue to increase. But as you can see here on this chart, on the 4-hour chart, the price of the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar is at resistance. Okay, so right now the New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar is at resistance. It has reached again and now is pressuring again the upper medium line of the ascending pitchfork. Also it has found resistance, strong resistance at the weekly R2, 0.7314. So only maybe something like a valid breakout above these immediate resistance levels could signal maybe a further growth. But right now we don't have a buying opportunity, even if the price will continue to increase, because the DXY drops and also because the New Zealand dollar is strongly bullish in the short term. So right now we are at resistance and it will be risky to buy it here. Okay, so unfortunately we are at resistance here on this one. Maybe a valid breakout, a new higher high, consolidation, stabilization above the R2, above the upper medium line could bring us a new long opportunity. Euro versus the Japanese yen. Thank you, Anthony. This one is strongly bullish, as you can see, and the price has invalidated this potential rising wedge pattern, so I will delete these from here. Okay, so the bias is still bullish here on this pair. and we could have something like this, like an up channel here on the euro versus the Japanese yen. The price rallies. Let's take a look on the Nikkei, on the Japanese stock index. Japanese stock index. So as you can see here, the Nikkei rallies, increases. Okay, Daryl, if there is a sell-off now, short-term DXY, how safe is US dollar versus the Japanese yen? Right now we are still safe in that position because we have a pretty large stop loss. So even if we'll have a minor decrease after today's aggressive rally, the bias is still bullish on the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Okay, so right now we are Ariane, appreciate your live trading session, always helpful. Thank you, Ariane. So yeah, West Texas intermediates. I will take a look also on oil, on the US oil. Thank you guys for your messages. So right now we are still good in our position. So right now we are still in profit in our positions, open positions in the VIP Telegram group. So please guys, for those who are not VIP members, you can join our VIP Telegram group. You can become a VIP member to get all our signals. I know that we had a bad trade today in gold, but right now we are in profit in our trades in the VIP Telegram group, in our VIP real account. So with these two trades we will recover our loss in gold, and maybe we will close this month around maybe 8% growth in our real account, in our VIP account. So yeah, that's why it is important maybe for you to become a VIP member to get full services, all our signals. Okay, so do you think that US dollar versus the Japanese should be set to break even? Stop loss? What? But market is going in opposite direction. Can you take a look at euro? Yeah, again, yeah, Sergio Mark, I will take a look again on the euro versus the Japanese versus on the euro versus the British pound. Sorry. You can do, guys, you can do whatever you want. If you want to close the US dollar versus the Japanese yen right now, it is your decision. It is on you, not on us. But personally, right now I will keep our position in the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. I've told you that maybe we'll have a temporary drop here, but please take a look here, right, on the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. So the price is still above the R1 despite those worse than expected data reported by the pending home sales. So we are still good here in this one on the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. And also its failure here maybe to stabilize right below the uptrend line, its failure to approach and maybe reach to retest the S1, also maybe to approach to reach to retest 108.43 have signaled that we may have strong buyers in the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. So that's why personally I will keep that long position in the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Okay, and you can do whatever you want, guys. If you cannot afford maybe to lose on this trade, you will manage your trades. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so right now the bias is bullish here despite those poor economic data reported from the US. Yeah, Andy, I think today 2 in profit, 1 in loss, overall still awesome. Yeah. Saskia, hi, how are you? I'm a bit late. Do you talk about gold already? Yeah, I've talked about gold, but I could take a look again just for you. Thank you. Let's take a look also again on the euro versus the British pound. Thank you, Sergio, Mark. So let's take a look again here. So the bias is bearish here on this one. We had this temporary rebound, but unfortunately the price has failed to stay above the lower medium line. I've told you that right now we are below the weekly pivot point, below 0.8608, right? And I've told you that personally I want to see something like this, maybe retest here, the price to stabilize right below this weekly pivot point, maybe to make a new lower low before dropping deeper. So right now I am still waiting for confirmation here, because I've told you that we had a short position here, but I've closed this short position I believe on Friday, only because the price has turned it against us and I've placed our stop loss at break even. So I've closed our short position at break even only because we had this rally, strong rally, and right now we are in the same situation here. Maybe retest here of this outside sliding parallel line. Maybe I will move it here. Okay, so this is our sliding parallel line. So we have the lower medium line, and I've drawn a parallel line with this one, and I've placed this parallel line in this bottom here, in this from this lower low, and this sliding line acts as a dynamic support right now. Amazing call on GBP versus the Japanese yen. Thank you as well. Yeah, I will talk about gold again. Randy, thank you. Also Saskia, I will talk about gold right after talking here about the euro versus the British pound. So right now we are at support, guys. Okay, so we have this line here, this dynamic support, and personally I would like to see, I've told you, retest, maybe a new lower low before maybe considering going short here. But technically we cannot exclude a strong maybe rebound here. Maybe the price will want to retest also our lower medium line or the R1 before maybe registering a valid breakdown below this one. So that's why I don't want to open something here right now. Let's take a look also. Yeah, so I will hide this from here. This is our trade in our VIP. Or maybe let's show this one, because this one is already gone, guys, and maybe the GBP versus the Japanese yen will approach and reach our take profit. 117 pips, guys, in the British pound versus the Japanese yen. So this is not a signal anymore right now, so please don't buy this pair here at these highs, at these levels, because you could register a loss if the price will drop again after this rally. So I really wanted to show you, for those who are not VIP members, I wanted to show you this trade. So yeah, the price maybe will approach and reach and hit our take profit. 117 pips, guys. What a nice profit here in GBP versus the Japanese yen. So let's take a look again on gold, guys. So gold, the price continues to pressure 1890.51. Please, guys, if you like our trade in the British pound versus the Japanese yen, if you are in profit right now on this trade, please, you can give me a like here at this live session. You can like this video here. Thank you, guys, it will be highly appreciated. So the price of gold, unfortunately the price of gold here, it has failed to approach and reach our next one moment. Okay, so unfortunately the price of gold failed here to approach the R2, also this upper medium line, which are my next upside targets and obstacles. Okay, I will maybe draw another sliding parallel line here. Maybe I will draw it and I will place it here only because we had this top here. So I will have a new sliding parallel line here, SL2. One moment. SL2. So the price failed to stabilize right above the SL2. Okay, we had here a bearish engulfing in the short term, so maybe a temporary drop was expected towards 1890.51. Personally, this one here, this rejection from this level and the minor consolidation in the short term has signaled maybe a buying opportunity here in the short term. That's why maybe we decided today to go long after jumping here above this immediate high, but unfortunately the price of gold has turned against us. It has dropped it again. So right now the price of gold is bearish, okay, right now in the short term. I've told you earlier that as long as it stays right below this downtrend line, the price of gold is bearish for me right now, right? Even if gold is bullish in the short to the medium term, okay? So but right now the price of gold, maybe if it will close and stabilize maybe below 1890.51, then it could continue to drop maybe towards this sliding line, towards this dynamic support. Okay, so personally I don't have something here. I don't want to sell it only because this could be only a temporary drop here, okay, towards the SL. But once the price of gold will take out this immediate downtrend line, or maybe to jump again above 1900, then maybe we'll have a new buying opportunity. And yeah, Daryl, it was a good profit here in the British pound versus the Japanese yen. So right now I don't have something here in gold, and maybe we'll have something like I don't know, something like a falling wedge here in the short term on gold, which maybe will be, could be considered like a continuation pattern, like an upside continuation pattern, if and only after, and if the price will maybe confirm this falling wedge here, minor falling wedge, a valid breakout here above this downtrend line, maybe a new higher high, could bring us a new opportunity in gold. But right now we don't have something here because the price failed to stabilize right above the weekly resistance R1. But in the short term, and here if the price will maybe fail to come back towards the weekly pivot point, maybe if this will be only a temporary drop, as I've told you here, maybe retest, or if maybe the price will fail to approach and reach and retest this sliding line, maybe it will stay right above 1890.51, and maybe a valid breakout, consolidation, maybe a new higher high could really bring us something again here in gold. Okay, so this could still be only a temporary drop. Let's take a look again on the DXY. I really want to Sarah, GBP versus the Japanese yen was a headshot. Yeah, it was a great one. So yeah, let's take a look here on the DXY. Despite those poor data reported by the US pending home sales, I've told you that today we had mixed data, mixed US data. So the DXY decreased, but right now it looks undecided in the short term. So that's why I've decided, and I will still keep the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Okay, you can see that the US dollar versus the Japanese yen continues to increase here, right? And I've told you, as long as it stays above the R1, our position is safe, is still safe. So this one is already gone as well, so this is not a signal for those who are not VIP members, because the price could still decrease, and if maybe the price will give us, or if the price will fail to continue its growth, maybe we'll manage this position maybe at break even. But if I will decide to manage this position, I will update you guys into the VIP Telegram group, because this is a VIP only signal. So okay, let's take a look also one moment on Bitcoin, on cryptocurrencies, because maybe you are interested in cryptocurrencies. So let's take a look here on Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin has managed to stabilize right above the weekly pivot point, 37,140, above the 50% retracement level. So in the short term, but it could maybe move sideways, maybe it could approach again this downside 50% Fibonacci line, but still the pressure is still high and it could drop anytime maybe. But right now the price of Bitcoin could maybe increase if it will maybe make a new higher high here to close above and stabilize above 40,904, above maybe 40,000 psychological level. Maybe it could increase a little in the short term, but let's take a look on Ethereum, because right now personally I really don't like how Bitcoin looks, the price action looks. So let's take a look here on Ethereum, and as you can see, I've told you that this breakout here, aggressive breakout above this warning line, signaled a potential growth here. I've told you also, if the price will stabilize above the weekly pivot point above 78.6, could continue to increase. I've told you also that if the price will close maybe above this immediate high, it could increase. So right now the price of Ethereum consolidates in the short term, and personally I believe that if the price will jump and stabilize above the 61.8, above this immediate high, above 29.15, above 2,915.31, then it could continue to increase. So Ethereum is bullish right now. Yeah, the real US dollar versus the Japanese yen holding nice despite the negative data. Yeah, unfortunately, and I've told you that we had mixed data for today from the US, and not only those poor data reported by the pending home sales. So that's why the DXY holds. Okay, the Japanese stock index, the Nikkei increases, so that's why our position in US dollar versus the Japanese yen is still good, it's still valid, and it could still increase. Okay, yeah, John, we'll take a look on silver as well. After I will take a look here on some cryptocurrencies. Thank you for understanding, so, and for patience. So personally I believe here that the Ethereum could continue to increase, maybe if it will jump, close and stabilize above this immediate high. Okay, so right now let's draw something like an ascending pitchfork here, selecting 3 points, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, what a nice one. Okay, great guys. So let's wait and see here, because you can see that the price has reached, I will delete this one, or I will leave it like this. I will, okay, so here we have the medium line of the ascending pitchfork. I've drawn this one, I've selected 1, 2 and 3 points. I've drawn this one only to obtain this medium line, so you can see that the price increases around the medium line of the ascending pitchfork. The medium line acted and represented a first upside target. Also right now is still representing a dynamic resistance as long as the price stays below it. So I've told you that maybe a valid breakout, a new higher high, or so maybe something like this, stabilization above the medium line, could really signal further growth. But still, the price could still increase even if it stays below the medium line. And guys, I really want to draw something here. This is the lower medium line of the ascending pitchfork, and this one is the upper medium line, our second target, upside target. If the price will jump above the medium line, stabilize above it, then maybe we'll continue to increase towards our upper medium line. Let's wait and see. But right now we are at resistance here, so we don't have a buying opportunity right now in Ethereum because we are at resistance. And I want to draw something like an inside sliding parallel line. I will draw a parallel line with the medium line, and I will place it right here. Okay, so this one here, I will delete this one from here. So sorry guys, as long as the price of Ethereum stays above this inside sliding line, so the price has increased, has reached the medium line, it has increased a little. That's why I've decided to place this inside sliding parallel line here, okay, which is our dynamic support now. Okay, now we didn't talk about US oil. Thank you guys. I will take a look on the US oil. Also again, I will take a look on silver, and also on the GBP versus the US dollar, the Swiss franc versus the Japanese yen. Thank you guys for all your messages. Thank you for being here. And okay, so as long as the price of Ethereum is traded right above this inside sliding line, the bias is still bullish and the price could still increase. Okay, also its failure to approach to reach to retest it could signal that the buyers are still very strong. And I told you that the potential new higher high, valid breakout, stabilization above the medium line could bring a further growth here. Okay, I will take a look on your message. Okay, silver, thank you. Silver, let's take a look on silver. I believe that, yeah, unfortunately the price of silver continues to move sideways. Unfortunately, the price of silver has decreased from here. Let's take a look. So we had a buying position in silver, but the buying position was closed at break even. The price of silver failed once again here to take this out, this warning line of a major descending pitchfork. So that's why it has decreased again in the short term. Here we have an up channel. The bias is still bullish as long as the price continues to stay above this uptrend line. But right now we don't have an opportunity after this failure here to take out the warning line. Personally, I don't like it right now because it has failed to continue its growth several times now, and personally I don't like it right now. But maybe if the price will maybe test, retest, register false breakdowns here below the uptrend line, maybe if it will come back above the weekly pivot point, its failure maybe to stabilize, to drop towards the S1, its failure to close and stabilize below the uptrend line could maybe bring us something again, but we'll have to wait. This time maybe we'll wait for a valid breakout above this warning line, which represents now a very strong dynamic resistance. So maybe we'll wait for a valid breakout above it before maybe considering going long again on silver. So right now we'll stay away from silver. Okay, let's move. Okay, I've taken a look. GBP versus the US dollar. Let's take a look here. Yeah, we have a strong rally here despite this temporary drop. So we had a sideways movement. The price has decreased to retest 1.4099, this former low here, and right now is pressuring again the medium line of the ascending pitchfork, also 1.4177. And let's wait and see if the price will stabilize above these two immediate resistance levels. Also the R1, the weekly resistance 1.4223 represents a strong static resistance, and personally I would like to see something like a valid breakout above this one before maybe considering going long here on the British pound versus the US dollar. Okay, so right now we are still below this resistance area, below the R1, below 1.4241. so this breakout here could still be invalidated, maybe if the DXY will jump higher. So let's wait and see, even if right now the British pound is strongly bullish, and the British pound, it has increased, it has rallied versus all its rivals. So let's wait and see here, because we are still in a resistance area. We are at resistance here right now. The price is pressuring confluence area here. So the intersection here between 1.4177 and the medium line, at this intersection we have a confluence area. So a valid breakout here, if the price will close above it and stay above this confluence area, then maybe we'll have a strong rally. Or if the price will only register a false breakout here to close and stabilize below these two resistance levels, then the price could drop again. So let's wait and see here on the GBP versus the US dollar, guys. Right? Okay, let's take a look. I will take a look on your messages. Thank you, guys. Dogecoin, yeah, I will take a look on Dogecoin. Yeah, I forget about the US oil. Sorry, guys. So very important. Let's take a look again on the US oil. Maybe you are interested in US oil, guys. And as you already know, wow, what a nice profit here in our real account. We are up maybe almost, we are maybe up with these two trades 1.30% maybe, and I've told you that these two trades, maybe if these two trades will approach and reach our targets, we will be maybe up in our VIP account 8% maybe at the end of this month. Let's see. So, and guys, again, if you want to become a VIP member to get our signals, all our signals, please join our VIP Telegram group by accessing the link posted right below this video. Okay, so for only £35 a month. So right now, US oil, the West Texas Intermediate, we are at resistance here. As you can see, the price continues to pressure the upper medium line of the descending pitchfork. Also, we have a static resistance area here between 65.62, 66.58. So we'll have to wait here, and personally I believe that only a valid breakout here could really signal a further growth here in the US oil. Okay, but still the bias is bullish. The buying pressure is high here. The bulls are very strong. You can see that the price has failed several times to take out this resistance, the upper medium line of the descending pitchfork. So you can see that the price has failed to stabilize right below the lower medium line, and jumping above the medium line has signaled that the price could approach and reach this dynamic resistance, the upper medium line. Okay, so right now we are at resistance and we have to wait. So right now, guys, we are at resistance, and I really like to see maybe something like a valid breakout, a consolidation, strong consolidation here before maybe looking for buying opportunities again in this one. Okay, so we still have to wait here in the US oil, because maybe because personally I believe that maybe a new false breakout here, a new rejection from this area, a new maybe stabilization below the upper medium line could maybe send the price down again. That's why I want to see something here, like a valid breakout, a new higher high, maybe for the price to jump above this immediate high, above 66.99. So let's wait and see. Okay, so yeah, if the price of the US oil will jump above 66.99, maybe we'll have something. And once I will get confirmation here on the US oil, I will send you the signal. Aaron, cool, did we buy US oil? No, we didn't buy US oil right now. We actually we didn't had trades on the US oil in the last weeks, because you can see here that the price moved sideways. The price has retested its resistance. We are at resistance right now, so the bias is still bullish, but we really want to wait for a valid breakout before going long again. So once we'll have a confirmation here, a valid breakout, I will come back to you guys and I will send you the signal into the VIP Telegram group, so you can join, guys. For those who are not VIP members, you can join our VIP to get this one as well. Okay, Forex course available in the website, Sarah. Yeah, you can visit our website. Yeah, we have something there, educational materials. Okay, one moment. Let me take a look on your messages. Sorry guys, we have a lot of messages here. Thank you guys. The Swiss franc versus the Japanese yen. I will take a look on. Yeah, we have a strong rally here. We will not talk about it right now because yeah, the Japanese stock index, I believe that the Nikkei rallies, so that's why yeah, the Nikkei rallies. So right now the Japanese yen depreciates, guys. So the Swiss franc versus the Japanese yen is bullish, is strongly bullish, but we will not buy it. Okay, our position in GBP versus the Japanese yen reached our take profit, guys. 117 pips, guys. What a nice profit here. And yeah, now I regret, guys, that I've placed it and I've selected this take profit here, because maybe we should have placed a higher take profit here. But yeah, it is okay to maybe close it right here, right now, at this maybe take profit, even if the price to register a profit, a nice profit in your accounts, even if the price will continue to increase. Okay, so what a nice profit and what a nice trade here in the British pound versus the Japanese yen. 117 pips, guys. I will update you guys into the VIP and free group about this trade. Let's take a look also on our trade on our trade here in the US dollar versus the Japanese yen is good as well. So yeah, right now we are good, guys. Here right now we are good with this one as well. I'm showing you this one only because this is too late to go long again on the US dollar versus the Japanese yen, because right now we are here at these former highs, and this is too late to buy it because the price could drop, and if the price will drop, maybe we will manage this position. I wanted to show this one for those who are not VIP members, only to see that we have great signals even and despite that loss today in gold, guys. Okay, so we are good in our VIP group right now with these two trades. Okay, one moment, because I will continue to look on your questions and I will try to answer to your questions. We'll take a look on one moment. So the Swiss franc versus the Japanese yen will continue to increase as long as the Japanese stock index, as long as the Nikkei will continue to increase. And we'll talk about the New Zealand dollar versus the Japanese yen, also Dogecoin. Thank you guys. Okay. Okay, so I will take a look on Dogecoin, guys. Doge versus the US dollar. Okay, Dogecoin, let's take a look. I will take a look because I have an analysis, I believe, here. Okay, yeah, so the Dogecoin has decreased, but now it has escaped from this down channel, guys. It has also registered the valid breakout here above the first warning line of the descending pitchfork, and personally I believe that a new higher high here will activate an upside movement here. Okay, so Dogecoin could resume its growth if it will jump above 61.8 or above 0.3711, if it will maybe close and stabilize right above these immediate high above 0.3809, guys. Okay, right now the price moves sideways around the weekly pivot point, trying to accumulate more bullish energy, trying to attract more buyers here in the short term, right after registering a valid breakout above the warning line, after jumping above this downtrend line. So technically the price actions has signaled that the Dogecoin could increase, but we need a confirmation, and a new higher high here could confirm a further growth here in Dogecoin. Okay, I will take a look. Can you please show me how to draw a pitchfork in GBP US and point to consider while drawing pitchfork, Sarah? Okay, can you please take a look at, yeah, I will take a look on the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen, also on the Canadian dollar versus the Swiss franc. Both are strongly correlated, but yeah, both are positive correlated to each other. Can position both. Okay, Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen. I believe that we have a rally, a strong rally here. Yeah, we have a strong rally here. We had only one moment, sorry guys. We had a sideways movement here, a consolidation in the short term on the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen, and I've told you that the Japanese yen depreciates right now as the Japanese stock index rallies. Okay, so right now we had here a breakout from this pattern, but let's wait and see, because this could still be invalidated here. But if the price maybe will test and retest the upper medium line, the 90.64, maybe if it will stabilize right above the R1, maybe we'll have a new buying opportunity. I will send you maybe the signal into the VIP Telegram group if this signal will be confirmed here. Personally, I don't want to buy it here after this rally. Maybe we had a buying opportunity here from these lows, but right now I don't want to buy it from these highs, okay, because we are at new highs here, fresh new highs. But still, I want to show you something here. I will draw an outside sliding parallel line, so I will draw a parallel line and I will place it here. Okay, so that's why I don't want to buy it right now, because I have this one here, this outside sliding parallel line, this sliding line, you can see it in this top, so the price could reach it and could drop again. So personally, I would like to see a consolidation here before going long again. Maybe the price will jump, will come back to test and retest these before taking this out. So, or maybe it will move sideways here before taking this out. So I want a confirmation here. I will take a look also on the Canadian dollar versus the Swiss franc. Thank you guys for your questions. I really like that you are interested in all markets. So right now here, what we have here, one moment, let's take a look on the daily. So the price of the Canadian dollar versus the Swiss franc has reached again a major downtrend line. It was rejected, it has rejected only false breakouts here. So I don't believe that these are correlated, because the Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen is bullish, and this one, I don't know, is still trapped below this major downtrend line, below the medium line of the ascending pitchfork. Let's go back to 4-hour chart, and as you can see here, the price has retested the downtrend line, also the medium line. So right now is still traded below this resistance area. Maybe a valid breakout here, something like this, consolidation could bring us something, but I don't like it right now. I will also draw something like this here, and yeah, maybe we had something like falling wedge or a down channel here in the short term on this pair, but a false breakout could signal a potential drop here. Let's wait and see, and maybe a new higher high if the price will maybe close above, maybe if the price will close above 0.7459, then it could continue to increase in the short term here. But guys, right, we could still have maybe a major double top pattern here if the price will drop, maybe if it will escape from this one from here to validate a major double top pattern. We'll have to wait and see here. Okay, in the short term, yeah, if the price will make a new higher high, a further increase will invalidate also this potential major double top reversal pattern, guys. We'll have to wait and see, guys. Okay, Daryl, yeah, thank you as well. Thank you as well. I've taken a look. Yeah, one moment to read your questions here. And let's take a look again on our position, US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Yeah, this one is pressuring a range of resistance. A valid breakout could signal further growth here, so we are still good with this one. And let's take a look on one moment. Yeah, US dollar versus the Singapore dollar. Let's take a look. So right now we are at support on this one. Nimra Ajmal, thank you for this one. So right now we are at support, guys. Okay, here at 1.3233. Let's wait and see, and if the price will move sideways, maybe, because we have a range here, and if the price will fail to maybe register a valid breakdown below 1.3233, maybe if the price will continue to move sideways, and maybe a new higher high here could bring us something. That's why I will keep this one, I will keep an eye on this one, and if we'll maybe have a new buying opportunity here in this one, because in the short term maybe we could have something like a potential double bottom pattern here. but you should still be careful. As long as the price stays below this immediate downtrend line, the bias is still bearish. Mohammed Ahmed, we analyzed silver, but I will take a look again just for you. So we are at support here in US dollar versus the Singapore dollar. We still have to wait. Let's take a look again on the DXY. Let's take a look on the DXY, guys, to see what... No, the DXY is still undecided here in the short term, and personally I believe that only a potential comeback above the weekly pivot point, a breakout above the downtrend line could bring us a potential growth here, and the potential growth here registered by the DXY maybe will bring us a new opportunity in the US dollar versus the Singapore dollar, right? So we'll have to wait here, because a new lower low, if the price of this pair will drop and close below this immediate low, then the price of the US dollar versus the Singapore dollar will continue to move down south, guys, towards our medium line. Okay, great. Silver again, silver, one moment, just for you. Yeah, Kelvin, Lesmana, US dollar versus Japanese yen running in profit now. Yeah, it's in profit, and let's hope that it will continue to move sideways, and if something will happen with that trade, I will maybe manage it and I will update you guys into the VIP Telegram group. So yeah, thank you for GBP versus Japanese yen. Thank you as well, Kelvin. Thank you. Okay, silver. The price of silver has rebounded from this uptrend line, but I've told you earlier that I don't like it right now, only because we had already two false breakouts above this warning line of the major descending pitchfork. So right now we are still below this resistance area here, represented by the weekly pivot point, represented by this upside 50% Fibonacci line, represented by this warning line, represented by this former high 28.03. So right now we still have to wait. We still have to wait to see how the DXY, the US dollar index, will react. Okay, because yeah, because if the DXY will really have enough bullish energy to develop an upside movement, so if the DXY will increase, the US dollar, if the US dollar index will increase in the short term, then the price of gold could continue to drop, and also the price of silver could drop. Okay, so we'll have to wait, and once we'll have new signals, we will come back to you guys, but we'll try to find only great trade setups with good risk to reward ratios and also high probability trades, because right now the price of silver moves sideways and I don't like it. So there's a mess here, so we don't have something right now on silver. Okay, okay, again, if you like my analysis here, if you like, maybe if you liked, and if you like it, our GBP versus the Japanese yen long, our position or our trades, our services, our analysis, our tutorials, you can like this video here right now live. It will be highly appreciated, guys, and this will be helpful for us also into the YouTube algorithm. Luis Machado, please send the text into the Telegram group when the DXY decides bullish or bearish. Yeah, guys, I will send you a message. I will update you into the VIP Telegram group when maybe the DXY decides to go, maybe to reverse, to develop a bullish reversal, or if the DXY will continue to drop. But I will come back also with signals, because if the DXY will develop a bullish reversal, then we'll have maybe great opportunities buying the US dollar, guys. Maybe we'll have a reversal on the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. I've told you about that. Maybe we'll decide to buy US dollar versus the Singapore dollar. Okay, I will keep an eye on all pairs, on all markets for you guys. Okay, guys, we'll end this webinar here today because I'm live here. Maybe I was live here for about 1 hour and a half, and yeah, guys, what a nice trade here also in the US dollar versus the Japanese yen, and also what a nice trade here in the British pound versus the Japanese yen, guys. So we recovered that small loss in gold today, and right now we are in profit. Let's take a look. I don't know if my FX book was updated, but yeah, guys. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. Again, thank you, Aline, thank you. So for those who are not VIP members, you can join our VIP Telegram group by accessing this link here, Learn to Trade Go Premium. Also, please guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is very important to subscribe to our YouTube channel because you will get a notification every time we will go live, or maybe you will receive a notification every time we will upload new content, video tutorials, market analysis, or when we will decide to maybe publish to publish maybe VIP content, older VIP content. Okay, also you can visit our website, Learn to Trade, because